we read Reservoir Bitches by Dalia de la Cerda, which was translated by Heather Cleary and Julia Sanchez. If you didn't know, I never ended up doing it, but one of the things that I had thought about going to grad school for was translation. So this is a thing that I took classes on and like know a fair amount about and care about. I read a lot of translated works, more so than I think Gretchen does, or like more intentionally perhaps. One of the things that's glaringly missing from this is a translator's note, which is from someone who admittedly very rarely reads things like forewords when I'm reading a text. I always read a translator's note because it gives you a lot of information about what you can expect from what is going to come later. There are a lot of different sort of theories and ways about going about translating, and when you get from the translator themselves, this is what I was trying to get across. It can help you understand what may be lost in the translation, because translation is never a one-to-one easy thing to do. You need to not only be able to translate comprehension, like what does this sentence actually mean, there's all sorts of other things that are layered on top of our things, cultural context, references that people might not understand or know because you're not from the target demographic, turns of phrase that don't make sense in the other language. So obviously you can't just do a one-to-one translation of that because it's going to lose all meaning. Slang terms is another thing that comes up in here. Like all of those things are things that people have to think about and make choices when it comes to translating. And the translator's note is where you can hear from the translator why they made the choices. And there isn't one here. I got to the point where I needed to go and get the Spanish language version of this, so I actually have the Spanish language version as well as the English one to read some of these stories. Luckily, I speak enough Spanish and understand enough Spanish and have retained enough Spanish to do that and muscle my way through to sort of see if it was a translation thing or an original text thing. And unfortunately, I think it is a translation thing, that they just chose the wrong dialect. I would have probably left a lot of those slang terms as they were in Spanish, because to me, it felt like it was adopting a lot of AAVE, which has also been co-opted by Gen Z. Gretchen said it felt like a lot of like internet Gen Z slang. Both of those groups are not
internet Gen Z slang as spoken by Steve Buscemi.
Yes.
Saying hello, fellow kids.
Yes, yeah. It didn't feel
so
authentic.
Even worse.
Yeah. It's not authentic to the community that this is trying to represent, nor is it authentic from the translators. They aren't people who speak these dialects, so it felt awkward. I would have just left the untranslatable or the slang terms as they were, because most of us are smart enough to get context clues about what this like swear word might be. Or you can look it up.